5 Controversies and Facts: The Jeffrey Dahmer Story. Before this video continues, please give this channel a support by clicking the subscribe button and join our family. Monster. The Jeffrey Dahmer Story has become a series that has attracted public attention and has gone viral recently. The series is the 9th highest grossing English language series in Netflix history. Dahmer also became the 2nd most watched English language series of the week, just behind Stranger Things 4. Not only that, the series that focuses on the life and ruthlessness of cold-blooded killer Jeffrey Dahmer has also garnered around 496.1 million watch times in 12 days since its premiere on September 21. Dahmer, Monster. The Jeffrey Dahmer Story tells the story of how Dahmer, Evan Peters, killed and mutilated about 17 men in the period 1978 and 1991, some of which he consumed. Behind the popularity, there are several controversies following the show. One of the most disputed is that the series was made without the discussion and approval of the victim's family. Several scenes in the series were also called not supported by valid evidence. Here are 5 Controversy: Dahmer, Monster, The Jeffrey Dahmer Story. Victim's family criticism: Rita Isbell, as a family member of one of the victims of Jeffrey Dahmer, opened her voice and criticized the production team. She was the sister of Errol Lindsay, a 19-year-old man who was murdered by Dahmer in April 1991. The story of the murder of Errol Lindsay is featured in the Dahmer series, including when Rita testifies at trial. Rita admitted that she had a problem with this because she felt that the Netflix team had never contacted her about the use of her name and testimony for the Netflix series. When I watched the show, I was disturbed, especially when I saw my name and listened to the woman exactly what I said, in 1992. Rita Isbell told The Hollywood Reporter. I didn't know anymore, I felt it was me. The hair was the same, even the clothes were the same. It felt like it was happening again and brought back all the feelings I was experiencing at that time, he said. I think Netflix should have asked if we had any objections or how we felt about making it. They didn't ask at all. They just did. Netflix and the production team have not yet spoken about the permission of the victim's family. Glenda Cleveland. One of the things that has also sparked controversy is the depiction of one of the important figures in this case, Glenda Cleveland, who in the Dahmer series played by Niecy Nash is considered less accurate. In the series, Glenda Cleveland is shown to be very affected by Dahmer's actions because she actually becomes a close neighbor to the heinous killer in Milwaukee. Niecy Nash plays Glenda Cleveland, who becomes a neighbor affected by Dahmer's cruel actions. However, as reported by E! Glenda Cleveland actually lives in a different building than Dahmer. Within the first 5 minutes of the first episode, Glenda Cleveland knocked on Dahmer's door. None of that ever happened, crime reporter Ann E. Schwartz told The Independent. I have a problem with that, because I know it's not accurate. But people don't watch it for that truth, they watch it for entertainment. Synthesomphone Konarak. One of the most highlighted stories in Dahmer is the death of Konarak Synthesomphone, a figure who had actually escaped but ended up being killed by Dahmer shortly after the police returned him to the residence of the Monster. In the series, 14-year-old Konarak escapes from Dahmer's apartment covered in blood and bruises. He was then knocked unconscious and found by Glenda Cleveland, before he reported it to the police. Officers John A. Balsazak, Scott Michael Morgan, and Joseph T. Gabrish, Matthew Allen, arrive in the area and question Dahmer. They are tricked by Dahmer, who says Konarak is his lover. Kieran Tamandong, right, actor Konarak Synthesomphone in the Dahmer series. Monsters, The Jeffrey Dahmer Story. Photo, courtesy of Netflix. Therefore, Konarak was returned to Dahmer's apartment and the 14-year-old man was killed shortly after the police left the apartment. Scenes in the series are shown similar to events in the real world. However, the person who actually found Konarak was Glenda Cleveland's daughter, Sandra Smith, with her niece, Nicole Childress, who then called 911. Best police scene in Monster, The Jeffrey Dahmer Story. The cop who returned the Konarak synthesomphone to Dahmer, Balsazak and Gabrish, won the Officer of the Year award. However, there is no supporting evidence that corroborates the scene taking place in the real world. The two policemen were actually suspended after Dahmer's arrest, although he was reinstated in 1994. Balsazak even served as head of the Milwaukee Police Union from 2005-2009. Next, bread filled with human meat. Glenda Cleveland, Niecy Nash, Dan Jesse Jackson, Nigel Gibbs, Dallam Serial Dahmer, Monster, The Jeffrey Dahmer Story. Photo, courtesy of Netflix. In the series, the self-proclaimed cannibal Dahmer is seen giving Cleveland a suspicious meat sandwich. However, as the facts revealed above, Cleveland did not live next door to Dahmer. So, the truth of the scene is questioned. However, the scene is not entirely fictional. Based on the 2012 documentary The Jeffrey Dahmer Files, a neighbor who actually lived next door to Dahmer at the Oxford Apartments, Pamela Bass, revealed that she had received a sandwich from Dahmer. "I may have eaten someone's body parts," Pamela Bass said in the documentary. Therefore, the sandwich scene in Monster, The Jeffrey Dahmer Story is thought to be a fusion of the story of two neighbors, namely Glenda Cleveland and Pamela Bass. The whole story above is packaged in 10 episodes of Monster, The Jeffrey Dahmer Story, which has been airing since September 21 on Netflix. What do you think of this video? Please give comments. Thank you for watching.